Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my YouTube and podcast, Spiritual Sense. Not Spiritual Sense. I'm sorry, Magic Mind Medium, formerly Spiritual Sense. So I'd like to start off by saying that this podcast and YouTube channel is for entertainment, informational, and sometimes educational purposes. It is not a religious nor um, biblical podcasts. Some of the spiritual subjects that I do may bring up the biblical text, but I'm not a pastor by far. I consider myself to be a gypsy, nomad, psychic light, intuitive, self-proclaimed parapsychologist, magic mind medium. All right. Um. So let me go into my prayer. All righty. So as I mentioned. I believe this life is about innovation and updating and revamping ourselves, being our better selves, right? So that's what I do when I do this whole platform, revamping myself, reinventing myself, finding what fits, what don't fit. So I have decided on each day I will, and I mentioned this a couple of months ago, but I'm deciding I'm doing it now, right? So on Sundays, this is my weekly schedule, unless otherwise. On Sundays, I'll be doing my spiritual subject. This coming Sunday, instead of doing residual energy, I have changed that. I will be doing um, the spiritual subject will be spirit channeling and conjuring. So that's what I'm going to speak about this coming Sunday, November 17th. Mondays, I will be doing just a general take card reading, what I normally do. Tuesdays will be the zodiac readings, so that will remain on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, I will be doing the ancestral past life readings. Now, this will entail if you may feel as though there is perhaps a generational curse or some type of hex, jinx, roots, or what have you. So basically, with the cards, um, I'll be using these cards here. These cards, these my other past life cards, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm going to be doing because I'm real excited about. I just been hollering and hollering. Oh, let me do my Egyptian tarot as a spread in itself. Well, this is what I'm going to do. This right here is going to be a part of the ancestral past life reading because I use this anyways for my family history. I have since coined it as ancestral past life reading. So between today and tomorrow, I know it'll be before Wednesday. My guide that I have, I am going to learn at least two or three spreads because these cards are I really like these cards. They're very informative, they're very complex, and they are accurate. These are the Egyptian tarot cards. I've been, oftentimes during the wee hours of the night, you know how you have the witching or the devil's hour or what have you, and how the mind, being a medium, you would know that. How the mind just constantly go. You get all these images in your head. Some people it may be sensual, sexual, but me, it's not. I get a lot of wisdom by ancient Egyptian, ancient African wisdom practices, ways of innovation, ways of seeing things. Like if I may see something on TV that may be crazy or or what have you, then I forget about it. I'm like, okay, whatever. But when I go to bed, it's like I'm open up to what the intent behind it all, the spiritual intent behind it all. I kid you not. So over the next few days before Wednesday, I will learn three of these spreads to present the ancestral past life readings. That's one of them. Thursdays, which was yesterday, I will be doing the light and dark readings, which are illumination. I'm sorry, not illumination, illumination and revelation readings. So basically, those readings encompass my dark cards, which would detect dark energy. I mean, in this situation, you can know what negative or demonic influences as well. Today being Friday, on Fridays I'll be doing what I refer to as love readings. Now I'm not gonna tell you how to do a love spell. That's not my forte. But what I will, we will be discussing is if you feel as though you're maybe under a love spell or some type of strong spiritual attachment, like a sex demon, a love spell, or whatever the case may be. So we're going to be discussing that on Fridays, beginning with today. I am crunched for time, so I do apologize. This podcast is not going to be as long as I intended it to be today. Maybe 25 minutes tops, 30. All right, and then on Saturdays I'll be doing the chakra energy cleansing readings, and so this right here will be more or less if you're having some emotional, spiritual, or even physiological things going on with you, we will be discussing. I have homemade chakra cards or what have you, and we will go over each chakra of the body in regards to the chakras. The chakras basically are the energy fields within certain areas of the body. It has a lot to do with our emotions, thoughts, feelings, physiological health concerns as well. So I would, be telling you what things you can do if you have an imbalance or unbalanced chakra, and what chants you can do. A lot of this stuff is readily available online. It's readily available online. Um, so that being said, let's get into the reading. Okay, so what do I want to talk about today? What do I want to talk about today? Well, we're going to discuss love. How is love in how is love in the cards for you right now? Do you feel as though you're on a love spell, or maybe have some type of um, sex demon attached to you? We're going to find out now. All right, so Father, give me the ability to see uh, what is going on in this person's love life. All right, so I'm going to pull out a total of six cards. One, two, three, four, five, and let's see, we're going to say six. All right, so in addition to my Allentown Wellness Love Oracle cards, I will be pulling out a couple more cards as well for clarity, okay? Then we're going to briefly discuss love spells. If you may feel as though you may be under a love spell or whatever the case might be. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to pull the cards out. So I'm going to say, based on the cards here, if I brought this subject up, chances are that could very well be so. So the first card I get is the sword and the rose card. You're wanting clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity. It has force, honor, protection, and power. So something lets me know that yes, you are under a love spell. What exactly is a love spell? We want to go ahead and I am going to bring up what is a love spell and how could someone be under a love spell? How do you know if you're under a love spell? All right, so let's pull up some information here in regards to love spells. Do you feel as though love spells work? Do you feel rituals and things like that work? I'm gonna tell you something. It was a time because I went, being a teenager, you would think of this in terms of um, teenagers and things like that that want to, you know, have influence over someone. They may do it just to see if it works. Oftentimes um, it entails someone wanting someone in their life, or someone wanting the influence of someone in their life. So how would you know that you're under a love spell? Well, I am on a website. This is just someone's personal opinion. I'm just using that as a guide. Because I already know. I already know. Okay. So someone posed a question on this website. Here are some potential signs that someone may have cast a love spell on you. I know because I have had a couple of instances over the course of my life where I just knew that's what that was. Right? Okay. Sudden intense feelings. You experience sudden intense feelings of attraction or love for someone, which may feel overwhelming or unexplained. Like you may have an attraction towards someone that you know you wouldn't normally or customarily have an attraction to. We want to make sure that it is a love spell versus just picking up your intuition about somebody because it could be a commonality. Like somebody may share a common, like if you share each other's viewpoints in life, that could be it as well. So be able to differentiate the two. Uncontrollable thoughts. You can't stop thinking about the person, even if you try to distract yourself, focus on other things. Now, I know this right here is so it. You constantly, 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 constantly. It's like OCD. So trust me, I know. Dreams and visions. You start having vivid dreams or visions of the person, which may feel more real than your waking life. So in cases such as this, if the person is departed or no longer in this physical existence, it could very well be a case where I feel if it's something going on with you that would be similar to what is going on with that person, right? The next one says physical sensation. You feel physical sensations like butterflies, tingling, or a warm feeling in your chest or stomach when thinking about the person. Now, I can honestly say I have had situations where I've had sensations for people that I know I don't have sensations for. So this is, and the person I know doesn't know me. So I think that entail has a lot to do with your intuition. about somebody or something significant about that particular person, right? I have unusual behavior. You find yourself acting out of character or doing things you wouldn't normally do to get the person's attention or approval. Now, this may be a situation where someone may have a sex demon that is attached to them, such as a Jezebel spirit or Lilith or succubus, incubus type of energy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say we don't have free will, we do. But I honestly feel as though these type of things can be preyed upon people. You have to be very careful when you are performing of love spells on people because um, it can work unfavorably against you. Is what I'm thinking. You think you're doing it to get control out of and out of curiosity. Oh, look what I can make da 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 do. Look what I can get such and such to do. And as a result, God will what? Show you, okay, this is what can happen. I get coughing here, coughing. Ending spring, new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So I do believe that whoever this person is, whoever this reading is for, I get coughing here. So in your case, that is it's not a healthy thing, I feel, to put a love spell. So this can go for someone who has a love spell on you. I'm also speaking to those who may perhaps perform love spells in the wrong sense of the matter, right? Like if you're doing it to control and manipulate people, it's not a good thing to do because oftentimes it will backfire on you, is what I feel. All right, I have the love card here. So basically, if it's meant to be, it will be. Unconditional love, self love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. I think ultimately, how one feels about it oneself is most important than all, right? If you have unconditional love and you're able to accept yourself and you're able to enjoy things that will bring you joy, such as nature, get into art, get into poetry, get into things that reveal of the spirit. You don't have to walk around um, putting love spells on people. Because I honestly feel as though it works. Do I think every love spell works? No, it does not. But I do feel as though some people um, do have a lot of energy, influence to where it can work, if that makes sense to anybody. I do feel that way. I do. Okay. I have the snake here. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder. The other one, I honestly feel as though it is whoever this reading is for, in terms of the person that is the perpetrator, right? The perpetrator, the one who's doing it. You're doing it to be vindictive. You're doing it to control. You're doing it to be competitive against the other person. That's not a good way to do it. And when you do those things, be careful what the universe sends back to you wholeheartedly. The next card I get is X. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. I honestly feel as though Source is wanting you to stop. Reverse whatever it is that you have put out in the universe, right? And for those who may be under a love spell, there are banishing spells. I mean, you can simply go online here, and there are banishing um, spells to remove that energy away because it's not good. It's not a favorable energy. Abundance. You want abundance in your life. So focus on self love. I think the main key thing here is self love. Self love does not mean that you If you are someone that may have some issues with your sensuality or sexuality, you may interpret it that someone is saying that you are a lesbian or whatever the case may be. No, no, no. You don't have to have be quote a lesbian to love yourself, or that because you love yourself you're a lesbian. No, right? And oftentimes people jump up and get into these relationships they really don't want to be in because of the fear of being labeled something they're not. The devil, once again, the devil is a liar. Look, my thing does not want to work. I don't know what's going on with it, but it is not want to work. Okay, so let's get a little bit more about this snake energy. We're gonna bring this to a close within the next 10, maybe 10 minutes. This snake energy, this whoever this person is putting curses on people, because I want to get back at the other woman. Let's get to this energy here. So who would want to do something like that? You'll be very surprised. Who would want to give me two cards? Who would want to do something like this? Who would want to put some type of energy out there in regards to love and things of that nature? I actually got a total of four cards here. A total of four cards. We're going to read these cards, and it's not going to be a long podcast. I do apologize. The first card I get, it says King of Cups, Spirit Guide. Spirit Guide, King of Cup cards, a supportive leader, tolerance, empathy. I think your spirit guide. We all are on assigned a spirit guide. I feel even once it's urgent that you need to stop putting out love spells on people. You just turn around and self curse yourself. It is real. It is real. Being curious. We have judgment here. I think judgment may come upon you for doing those things. It has the awakening. Judgment card says clarity upon a decision, a wake up call, your life's purpose. Something lets me know when you do that, you invite certain energies in. Because life is nothing like how you think it is. It really is not. The next card I get is Ace of Swords. It says breakthrough. Ace of Swords, new ideas, conflict, surgery, mental clarity. I think the key word is surgery. I honestly feel as though something medically is going to end up happening, is what I feel. Like a diagnosis or something life altering, is what I feel. And you'll begin to see how in women's health a lot of things are done to for behavior modification, if that makes sense to you. The next card I have here is 10 of coins, because those energies, I'm going to explain something to you. As you get older, you're able to see energy spaces within friends, families, foes alike, right? Right. 10 of coins says legacy. It says leaving a legacy, retirement, inheritance, right? You think it's a joke, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. It takes somebody such as myself who will be woman enough to tell you that. But God had to show me it's not necessarily that you're woman enough. I have certain people because I have opened up that curiosity into mediumship. Okay, well, you want this knowledge, we're going to give it to you. And we're going to tell you what the comments about of a lot of these spiritual duties, why they exist. Right. Just saying. All right, give me I got about 5 more minutes. Give me two cards. I need one more card. And then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna bring this to a close. All right. All right, I'm gonna get the one that dropped on the floor. Yes. Again, this podcast is for entertainment purposes, meaning it is optional. All right, so I had this one turn in the opposite. I'm gonna turn that back around. I get the Ten of Swords here. Been doing the Ten of Swords a lot lately. It mentions you endured something painful and have multiple wounds as a result. It's going to take time to heal. We can't change the past, but we can certainly play a role in our future. Ain't that something? The Ten of Swords marks the end of your ordeal. Things can go up, only go up from here. Put the past behind you and start moving forward because the light is ahead. Right, you want to move towards the light. Don't put out negativity regarding love because I mean there's nothing wrong with um wanting the best for somebody in terms of love, but don't do it for to be vindictive. I'm telling you, do not, because you got the powers that may be will make do on. Sometimes you'll find that when a person is encased in a demonic spirit, they will not see it for what it truly is. So if you're lost and you're confused, you'll be under the genre of that energy, that demon, that sex demon, right? Uh-huh. A lot of time, oftentimes, when someone is played with a demon, particularly a sex demon, they will have you be the fall guy. Like, okay, by use of persuasion and candor. Okay, let me get this one to be the fall guy. Says complete and painful ending rock bottom. Right. You have to be very careful. The key words here is painful endings, ruin, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, and defeat. You have to be very, very careful. I have the two of pentacles in the reverse. Now these are the key words: overly, overcommitted, impatience, disorganized, reprioritize, lack of balance, overwhelmed, gambling, recklessness, frustration. Yeah, you bring those demonic influences back in your life when you do things like that. I think when people are angry and they're not able to get things as they want, they will you have a such you have a such thing a such I'm sorry, you have a certain psychology, I should say, or I'm trying to say, which is called it invoking. Like I'm stuck in a rut, woe is me, woo woo woo, and let me see who I can get to feel sorry for me or see things my way. You do have people that are like that to get things that they want, and love spirits are such as that are very manipulative, wanting power, wanting control, and things of that nature. So you have to be very, very careful partaking in love spells, all right? So I think that the ultimate thing here for those who are out there is to love yourself. That's the biggest love spell that you should have. Love that you should have is love of yourself. Ultimately, love of yourself. Ultimately, alrighty. I have a plane here, so I feel as though some of y'all need to take a trip. You need to take a trip and get out of your head, get out of your emotions, get out of your feelings. You need to take your truck. A journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. I think you need to take a trip. You need to go experience life outside of yourself, learn new cultures, see new things. Go somewhere where it's bright and light and uplifting of your mood. The next card I get is transformation. I do believe you need to transform and get out of this, get out of your head and your emotions, right? Because I think self love is again one of the greatest loves that you can have. When you sit and partake on if someone loves me and don't love me and that type of stuff, it shows that immaturity, number one, and it also shows a fixation, and it also shows productivity or lack thereof. So go outside of yourself, go outside of the box. It says reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. Yes, you want to transform from this energy. I get marriage here, so something lets me know for some of you, marriage is in the cards for you. When you do these things, you will see things on the brighter side. You will see things on a high quality. The next card I get is flowers, flowers, flowers. Yes, I think your flowers, be generous and success and emotional fulfillment are yours. So yes, these things will come to you and you will see it in the sign of flowers. Okay? So that is your love reading for the week. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions. So I'm going to set up a calendar. I was watching a couple of the psychics, and one had a calendar set up. Now, if you are wanting to, if those who has Google, you can go on my, I do have a Google calendar and book for a reading, and I'm going to tell you what my email is on my Google Calendar. So it's kiaronda.sk@gmail.com. That's kiaronda.sk@gmail.com. So if you go on my Google Calendar, I get a notification and book a reading. All right, until then, have a second wonderful day.